Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live Signing. I'm Danny Valdez, and with us today is former intern and correspondent for The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, author of the best-selling book Man Up, and now his brand new book entitled Name Drop, which he will be signing here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ross Mathews. Ross, how are you today?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading Name Drop. Sorry. I'm just so busy. Hello, and how are you? Good to see you, Danny.
Doing so good. Where are we? Are we in your living room? We're in LA?
No, this is my place in New York. I'm here in New York because I do the Drew Barrymore show every day. So I came to visit because my boyfriend lives here in October, and then I haven't been home yet. I just sort of stayed because COVID, and then work happened. So I'm bi-coast. I'm bi.
Yeah. So I'm so looking forward to this. And for those of you watching, for the next hour, Ross is going to be signing books, answering your questions. For those who have not yet purchased the book, you actually still have time to order an autographed copy and submit a question to Ross, which we will get on our iPad here. Just click over to premiercollectibles.com/name drop to order your copy. And Ross, right on the front cover of the book, it says, "The really good stories I usually only tell at happy hour." What are we in for when this book arrives in our mailbox?
Well, okay. I have been obsessed with pop culture since birth, and I feel like the super fan who won the golden ticket. I've been on television going on 20 years. It was 19 years in December. In those 20 years, I've interviewed just about everybody you can imagine. And after my first book, Man Up, which was really about what it was like growing up like a gay cartoon human in a farm town and then getting on television and that whole process. After that was such a success. They said, we want to write another book. And I was like, well, I already kind of told that story. I don't know what I would write. And then I was in the shower one day and I was loofahing my wet, naked body. Loofah.
Where all the revelations come from, by the way, the shower.
Thank you very much. I do have a lot of great ideas in the shower. And the idea, I thought, I wish I could just tell the stories that I just tell my friend at happy hour. And I thought, oh, that's so name droppy though. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Glenn is from Long Beach, California. Have you given any thoughts doing film? I can totally see you in a modern day version of the rom-com, The Broken Hearts Club.
Glennis, listen, who would have thought I'd be here? So sure. I kind of think, I'm not in a box. I can do anything. No one ever literally from where I came, the fact that I'm sitting here, I think I could do anything. So sure, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to host a game show next. I want to do a cooking show. Those are on my list.
Nice. Deborah from Federal Way, Washington. So far in your career, who have you been beyond starstruck to meet or interview?
Deborah, okay, fellow Washingtonian. There's so many who I've been starstruck. I still can't believe I met. There's a story in the book about how I met Liza Minelli, which was a big one for me because I remember watching her as a kid and being like, what is wrong with her? But then I turned, that's who she was. And think about that. Liza is so, and kids, if you don't Google her, if you don't know.
Oh yeah.
Right. But Liza, there's only one her. There's,
of course.
And so I'm fascinated by her. And the first time I met her, I didn't meet her. I was actually in New York and I saw her walking on the street. And she was in head to toe. This is all in the book, but she was in head to toe bedazzled Ed Hardy velour jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And I was like, you wouldn't, if you weren't looking for Liza, which I do 24/7, you wouldn't spot her. But I was like, oh my God, that is Liza. And I followed her into a restaurant and I just ordered soup just so I could watch her.
Yeah. Wow. So I was that way with Madonna. If I would have just seen Madonna walking down the street, I don't get all fanny about, I live in Nashville. We see country music stars literally weekly. There they are. And off I go. But somebody like Madonna or somebody that's done, even somebody like Katy Perry, I think I'd flip out. I'd have that moment.
Yeah. I try to flip out. When there's a microphone in my hand, the camera's on, I approach. But if it's a real life situation, I am demure and over here and I don't want to bother you.
Really?
Yeah. For the most
you leave the stars alone, in other words, unless you're working.
Yep, I'm working. Hello. I'm going to get the scoop, get the interview, get the story, get the moment. But in the natural habitat, I'm just sort of I understand where I fall in this.
Yeah, we're not best friends, and I know that.
I know.
Liberty from Glendale, Arizona. When do you think you will be out for your tour again?
Yeah, like I told you, we almost got all 30 cities in. I don't know. We were trying to reschedule it, and then these venues are so scared to book anything because we don't know what's going to happen with the world. So, but I will tell you this: doing the show, which was like an hour and a half stand-up show, game show. We did play the name drop game show. Your audience members won prizes and competed, and those who went to my show will tell you how fun it was. So, it was some of my happiest moments, being out there, meeting people, hugging hundreds of people a day, doing this. They had questions about the book. We got to talk and connect. So as soon as I can, how about that? As soon as I can, I'll be back.
It's a great answer. Carol from Ontario, Canada. As a mom of 2 adult children and 4 grandsons, what's one thing you wish you could have enjoyed more with your mom?
Time, time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carol, time, just more.
Mm.
Yeah, I lost my mom this past May, and we were so close.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Loved the book. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
And so just time. And I think I always tell people whenever people ask me about my mom, I always just say, just hug your parents if they're still here. Hug them, tell them you love them.
Wow, that's so. My mom's getting up there, and that's a reminder for me as well. Moms, man.
Well, hug your mom for me too. Tell her that
I will. Thank you. Perry from Dover. Who's the funniest celeb you have ever met or worked with? And would you ever consider touring the UK? If so, where would you go first?
So I have toured the UK with some drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race. I hosted a thing. We were in Manchester and Liverpool and London and Scotland and all over. But yes, I would love to come back and tour. The funniest celebrity I ever met, I have to say, RuPaul and Michelle Visage, Carson Kressley. We laughed so hard on RuPaul's Drag Race. And Amy Sedaris was a guest judge once. Amy Sedaris is just the funniest person in the history of time, I think. And so laughing with her. Yeah.
That's good. So good. Curtis from Edmonton says, hi, Ross. Have you ever been asked to be a dancer on the TV show Dancing with the Stars? I think you would win !
I would not win. I can guarantee that. But I am competitive. But no, so I haven't. There was interest. I had a meeting, and because I'm like, I don't know. And then I shouldn't even tell you this because it's all like behind the scenes. But then at one point they're like, well, all right, we think we're going to offer it to you. We think, okay, ready? Are you ready for it? And then like last day, they were like, we went with someone else. There was another gay, and they went with another gay. I'm not going to say who, but they have to have like the one gay person on the show, and they filled their quota.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the phrase, we went with someone else. So
yeah, I'm not certain. I'm not 100% that I want to even do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know.
You said you can't dance. Could you be trained?
Is that an offer?
It might be. You gotta like hip hop if you want me to train you.
Yeah. Well, I think there is a hip hop dancer somewhere deep inside me.
Yeah. I think there is inside every one of us. Tell you what, next time you're at a wedding, just think of it in terms of steps. Like, where are you going to step? Now I'm going to step over here. I'm going to step over there. That's all there is to hip hop. There, free lesson.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Phil from Cordova, Tennessee, my neighbor. What's it like behind the scenes of 25 Words or Less?
Oh, Phil. So 25 Words or Less is a game show. Meredith Vieira hosts. And I think we might be having some technical issues, right? Hold on. Can people see us still? I know I just got a text that we might be having a technical issue.
I can see and hear you.
Okay, that's good. What was the question?
Yeah. What's it like behind this? Yeah, behind the scenes of 25 Words or Less.
25 Words or Less is so fun. Meredith Vieira hosts this game show. And I'm good at like 3.5 things, and like one of those is making a quesadilla. But this show is so fun. I'm really great at it. This year we had to shoot it in pods, like 160 episodes, and we never saw another person. We're in pods. Meredith's in New York. We're in Los Angeles. The contestants there. And but it's fun and it's quick and it's really, we do it live to tape, which means it's not live, but we act like it's live. So we just shoot nonstop, and we shoot like 6 in a day sometimes.
Whoa, so cool.
Mhm.
Can I steal that line? I'm good at 3.5 things, and one of them is making a quesadilla.
You sure can. Absolutely. That's all yours.
I'll quote you though. Uh, Diane from Minnesota, where is your favorite place to vacation?
Oh, well, hands down, Puerto Vallarta. I go, in normal life, I go about 5 times a year.
Oh,
But I mean, Palm Springs is my happy place. I have a place there, and
okay.
it's just paradise there. But I love Puerto Vallarta because it's like the gay capital of Mexico, or at least one of them. So
Wow.
it's you're very comfortable there, and I love the food and the people. Yeah.
Yeah, my whole half of my family's from Mexico. I'm half technically Mexican.
Where in Mexico?
Torreon, Coahuila.
Mm,
Deep, deep down. It's like a 12-hour drive from the border.
how many words was that?
Torreon, Coahuila, 2 words.
Torreonco Huila.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that sounds like 6 words.
it does. Yeah, yeah. It's just very mountainous, like sunset, Wild West. Everyone from Torreon they're kind of seen as like cowboys, almost like our Montana. Like, oh, you're from Montana. You definitely ranch and you have cattle. Like
Awesome.
that's where my dad's from. He's from Cowboy Town in Mexico.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
Well,
isn't it
I'd
fun?
like to go sometime.
Yeah. So Andrew from Palm Springs, I loved going to your drag brunches at Moxie. How much are you missing them, and do you think you will ever bring them back once allowed?
Yeah, well, and Andrew, hi in Palm Springs. I miss you all. I miss drag brunches. Yeah, so I'm a bruncher. I like combining 2 meals.
Yeah,
And
nice.
I love drag queens. And so I started this drag brunch in LA and it became very popular. And so then I franchised it out. We had 17 cities, well, 16 cities in the States, and Puerto Vallarta as well. And then Corona
Whoa.
shut us down. As soon as we can safely brunch, I promise you the queens are ready to go. I'm ready to go. We're talking to some cities who are doing better than others, but as soon as life gets back to normal, we will be there.
Wow. Are these public brunches? Like, can
Oh
anyone?
yeah,
eh, eh,
yeah.
Okay. There's none in Nashville, are there?
I know I haven't done Nashville, but we were talking to a big club there. You can probably imagine which one. We were talking about trying
Possibly.
to do something. The one that has a restaurant, you understand?
Yeah. Is it 3 words in the name of the club?
You know what I'm talking about. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do. Um, awesome. So Cheryl from Peoria, what was your biggest daily mental struggle in succeeding with your weight loss? I'm so very proud of you. Something always gets in the way, then I quit. This year has been very difficult. Thank you so much for your time. That's
Well, I mean, it's not a funny answer, but the truth is, after my mom died, I had I got to hold her as she died, and I got to hold my dad as he died.
oh
And
yeah,
you learn something in those moments. If you don't learn, you're not paying attention.
yeah.
And what I learned is that, like, at the end of the day, it's just you and your body. So do everything you can to take care of yourself. And that's what I'm kind of trying to do. I got a good life. I want to stick around for as long as possible.
Hmm. Yeah, Jackie asks, and she's from Maple Grove, Minnesota. Is there any question you're tired of being asked over and over? That's a great question.
That's a great question. Is there any question? Yeah. Why are you so smart? Why are you so gorgeous? I'd like
Thin
to,
and attractive.
yeah, all those
I
questions.
get that a
Oh.
lot too. Yeah, I struggle with you. Yeah. Jennifer from New York. Man, she might be close. Ross, you make me smile. Love that you are spending so much time in New York. Hoping we will meet and be besties. Did you bring your puppies to New York?
So like I said, I came to you, and by the way, I would love to meet you. And if I see you on the street, make sure you come say hi from a distance. But
That's right.
so no, and I miss them so much. I mean, like I said, I came here for a quick visit and haven't gone back. Luckily, my brother is staying at my house in LA, and he is with the dogs, and they love him, and I FaceTime them just about every day. And so they are well, but I miss them like crazy. I can't believe I haven't seen them in like 2 months.
Mm. Shane P. from Las Vegas, Nevada. Been a fan since I can remember, and I hope to one day cross paths with you. What has been your biggest push to keep you going forward with pursuing your dreams? when there are so many who tell you that you aren't good enough? Thank you, friend. Smiley face.
I mean, the subtitle of my first book, Man Up, was Tales of My Delusional Self-Confidence. And what I mean by that is like,
I like that.
well, I think you have to be delusional to be successful, right? Because you just have
yes.
to believe.
Yeah.
And you have to just be resilient, and you have to pivot, and you have to figure it out. And so whenever people told me that I couldn't do it, I always just thought, oh, they just don't get it. They don't even know, and as opposed to me thinking, oh, I just don't get it.
Right.
I just would think, just rewire how you think about it. And if there's Rosie O'Donnell's a good friend of mine, and she was on my podcast recently, and somebody asked a similar question, and she said, if you have a backup plan, then it's not for you, because you need to something to that effect, that you need to be all in if it's going to work.
Yeah. Wow. Good advice. Joanne from Edmonton. My best friend thinks he saw you in Puerto Vallarta once.
Yeah, probably.
And he and I love to go there together. Was it you? If so, what's your favorite PV nightlife spot?
If it was probably me, because I love it there. I'm not a big nightlife person. I live my life like an active senior citizen, so I don't like to be out too late. So I go to, in Puerto Vallarta, I like to go to dinner at like 6. And then
wow.
I walk home, and I go to I like this place called Garbo, which is like a piano bar where they sing and stuff. And I have a glass of like Chardonnay, and then I go up to the room. I'm not a party animal. I like a day drink.
Nice. A brunch drink, perhaps.
Thank you so much. See, you're catching up.
Yeah. Christy from Vancouver, Washington. What is your favorite Drag Race episode you've been a part of, and why?
Oh gosh, Christy. Favorite episode. I mean, I love the Bossy Rossi episodes because I get to really play and have fun. And when I judge the queens, I just see them on the runway, and I'm just seeing them from the judges panel. So when I get to direct them or like improv with them and like get up close and personal, I can really sort of get their vibe, figure out who they are a little bit. I think it really helps my judging. So those are always my favorite. And I just want to say, I think we were having some technical issues for a little bit, but we're back, is what I hear. And so if anybody's missed this, I know that we probably are recording. So if there was a glitch, we kept going through the whole time. So if you missed anything, you'll be able to rewatch it. We'll get that out.
Yeah, you can. And you can rewatch it. If you just go to YouTube and type in Ross's name and live signing, you're going to find it. It's on the live signing YouTube page after every interview.
Great. Well, I know we're back up live now. So just to let you know, we were talking the whole time, and it's all going to be saved for you, and you can make sure and see it.
Yeah. And if you want to get this book and you're just tuning in, of course, it's an autographed copy. It looks like a riot, and I can't wait to get it. But it's at premiercollectibles.com/name drop. And you could order 1 or 1 million for friends, for gifts. It's signed. It's awesome. Let's go back to questions.
Okay.
Brittany from Snohomish says, "Hey, Ross," with 3 exclamation points. So makes sense that she says, "Huge fan from way back. I want to know if you, Mama Ru, Carson, and Michelle really have fun together on RuPaul's Drag Race. Love ya." Well,
shout out to Snohomish County. I'm from Skagit County, which is just north of that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But and that's in Washington State. We laugh so hard on the show. I mean, they're long days, and like I said, they're some of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And so the whole goal is to make each other LOL, and they're so nice. And the whole production staff, the whole team there, and they're just the best of the best and hilarious. So what the question was, do we really love each other, or do we really laugh together?
Yeah. Do you really have as much fun together? Yeah.
Probably even more fun, because there are times when we have to stop down for a camera position or something. And we are just like LOLing in those moments too. Like sometimes we'll play filthy charades to pass the time and things like that. So it's always hilarious.
Nancy from Floral Park, New York. How do you like living in New York City, and how does it compare to living in LA?
So this is my first time living in New York. I'd always come here. I've been here a bazillion times, but it's always for work. So it's like I fly here, get in the van, go to the hotel, go to the shoot, get in the van, go to the airport. So it's like I never even know where I am. Yeah. And I've been here now for a few months, and I'm like in love with it. And I put it all together. Like I'll be somewhere like, oh, I know where I am. I've been here before, and then I walk around the corner. And I go, I know where this is. oh my God, that's around the corner from this. And then I put it all together. You know, it's hard. I love to run errands. You know, I call myself errand Carter because I'm just always running errands. And in New York, it's hard because usually I would just throw it in the car, move on to the next errand, throw it in the car, on to the next errand. But I'm like a pack mule. I have to carry everything with me as I go.
Yeah.
You know, if I make 9 stops, I'm carrying 9 things by the time I'm home.
Right.
I'm learning.
That's that New York life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nancy Shea from Chicago, Illinois. I think you are a wonderful, kind, smart, and silly guy. Thank you for inspiring me to lose weight. Eating pickles as a PM snack made something click in me. I'd like to ask you about that later. It's a battle, but I'm forging ahead lighter. Take care of you and your loved ones. Keep them close.
Well, that's true. I mean, to that, yeah. You know, this weight loss journey she's a bitch, right? I always say I should be a weight detective because whenever I lose it, you can always find it again.
Yeah,
But
true.
you know, this time's different for me. I started going to a nutritionist, which by the way, I thought was for like, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow, but it's like for real people.
Yeah.
Not a real person, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't that as expensive as I thought, and I started to understand food and learn some tricks, and that was it. It's like that was just the knowledge. I just didn't know. And so the pickle thing is at night because I'm a snacker, so I just take like one of those really crunchy pickles, you know, and like cut it into discs, and then I just like, you know, like I'm eating that. And there's like, you know, 0 calories really in a pickle.
Right. And it kills the snacky thing with an actually, I mean, healthy object, cucumber, a pickled cucumber, right?
Yeah, and if you don't like pickles, you could do those little Persian cucumber slice, put lime and like chili pepper or chili powder or tahini on there.
Yeah,
and that's good. It's just about the crunch.
I have the extra large bottles. In fact, multiple are in stock in my cupboard, and I always have to have a backup because I have this weird anxiety about running out of tahini. Is that Mexican enough?
Yeah, right. There you go. I do that with Cholula.
Cholula, yes. Also in stock. Sherry from Ontario, Canada. You always seem so happy and uplifting. Have you ever dealt with mental health issues?
No, I'm lucky that my baseline is just like around happy, you know? I mean, of course I have experienced great trauma and sadness, but I don't struggle with that. My struggle has always been weight, but not that. I'm very fortunate. So.
Yeah. Lou from California. He asks, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the bitchiest queen of all?
Oh, and I should be very clear that this would be a compliment were I to ask or to answer it. I think because the bitch in the drag world is a good thing. You know, you want to be quick, you want to be bitchy, you don't want to be mean, right? But like having a little edge to. I think that the sharpest is probably Bianca Del Rio. She's so funny and sharp, and you do not mess with her. And my friend Jackie Beat, who helped me with this show, is a drag icon, and literally the most hilarious person I've ever worked with. So Jackie Beat as well.
Nice. Corrine from also Ontario. Hi, Ross. I'm a huge fan. Do you miss working on the red carpet? That's where I first discovered you, and no one has ever come close to being as fun to watch. You made me love the red carpet 10 times more than the actual award show.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I miss the pageantry of it, you know, because I still wake up early for the Golden Globe nominations. I was just up watching them, you know, I've already made my Oscar predictions. I've always loved award shows and whatnot. So I do miss the pageantry of it. I did just, you know, for like 15 years straight, I did every Emmys and Golden Globes and Oscars and everything. So I feel like I had done it, but yeah, I miss it. I do. I loved it.
Johnny from Fort Lauderdale. Congrats on your successful weight loss. Have you been sleeping better since? And what changes have you made to your diet?
It's so interesting. No, I'm not sleeping better. In fact, I'm sleeping like minimal. Like I used to get like a good 8-9 hours every night. Like I was sleeper at night. Now I wake up like 4:35 in the morning, like ding, even if I go to bed at midnight, and I'm fine. I don't feel tired. It's just I don't know. I don't need as much sleep.
Wow.
Does something happen when you get old? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that too. It's like, welcome to 4:45 a.m. and for no reason I'm awake now. And
I'm kind of fine with it.
Yeah, let's go do life. Yeah, and it's not tragic. Like, you remember when you were like 20, you wake up accidentally at 4:45 a.m. in a truck, like you're sure ran you over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
All right. So would love to jump to 22 questions in 2 minutes. Are you
Okay.
game?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let me stretch.
Yeah, stretch first.
Okay.
And let's go. Who would you like to have dinner with, past or present?
B. Arthur, Judy Garland.
Mm.
There you go.
Which one, Game of Thrones or Stranger Things?
Game of Thrones.
What is your favorite breakfast food?
Yogurt with berries.
What is your favorite genre of music?
Like girls in their feels.
Yeah. Who is your idol growing up?
Regis Philbin.
What is your favorite international cuisine?
Mexican.
Yes. What is your favorite candy bar?
The 100 Grand. That's an underrated one.
I agree. Do you have,
I forget what it's called, but yeah, that one.
so crispy. Do you have a favorite season?
Fall.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
I mean, that's a big one. Christmas Eve, my family would do like big open houses and everybody would come, and they were, and my parents and their friends would just get drunk.
Same. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
No, I had real friends.
Hey, do you have a favorite animal?
Dogs.
What is your go-to workout?
Nothing. I like walking. I walk around every morning like I'm Belle and Beauty and the Beast, and just like, good day, bonjour to all the neighbors, and I walk every day.
What do you never leave home without?
Chapstick and my breath spray, literally here.
I heard that. I thought you said chopsticks. I was like, man, that is specific.
No, fork you.
Do you have a favorite superhero?
Maybe Wonder Woman.
What is your favorite time of day?
Rachel Maddow, o'clock.
Have you ever ridden in a hot air balloon?
No, and that's so funny you ask, because I would never.
I would never.
Just had this conversation. I've gone skydiving. It was because The Bachelor was on a hot air balloon, and so I've been skydiving, and I was watching that with my boyfriend. I was like, I would never do that.
No, it's a balloon, people.
It's not only is it a balloon, it's fire next to a balloon.
Yeah.
The math.
They're like, let's get this balloon to go higher. I know, we'll set it on fire. No.
Not happening.
What is your favorite board game?
I always like the Game of Life, because even as a kid, you could like pick there was like blue for men, pink for women, and I always did 2 men driving the car.
Did you really?
That gay, yeah.
What are your favorite pizza toppings?
I like the spinach feta pizza, the thin crust from Dominos. You haven't tried it, you should. But then, pepperoni is good. I don't like so much.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite teacher? That could be anything: spiritual teacher, math teacher, mentor, someone who's influenced you.
Many. I'm not going to single one, but I will tell you, having people believe in you from a young age and let you know that you can do anything is formative in terms of you believing that you can. So countless people who made me feel like I could do anything. Yeah.
I love that. Do you like movie popcorn with or without butter?
Yeah. With.
I know.
I know, but I'm not comfortable with that liquid butter dispenser. I don't know. I don't trust it.
I don't think it's butter, honestly.
That's my problem. What is it?
Let me melt a stick of butter, like a real butter, on my popcorn.
I like when popcorn pops and already tastes like butter, because I don't want to. I also don't like my fingers being wet.
Oh, dude, we share a lot of stuff. Who is your favorite author?
Besides me,
Yeah. Hello.
I love Wally Lamb's books. I know this one's true. It's just come undone. I just think they're beautiful books, and I care about the characters.
And who has impacted you the most in your life? I know that's a hard question. There's probably so many, but.
I don't know how to answer that. That's
Pass.
a hard one.
Pass.
No, it's not a pass, but countless. But I mean, probably my mother.
Sure.
Probably my mother, because she was so kind. Yeah.
Well, Ross, this book sounds like a pop culture lover's dream come true.
It
And that's all the time we have. Ross, wanted to know, do you have any closing comments, anything to say
Yes.
we need to know?
Well, I just wanted to, well, first, Dan, a round of applause for you. Thank you so much for doing this, for like taking the reins and taking control of it all. Big thanks to everybody at live signing, and just a bigger thanks to all of the people watching, all the people who bought this book and my other book, Man Up, all of you who came to see me on tour, all of you who follow me on social media, all of you who've been there since the beginning, December 6th, 2001, with, not when I was born, but when I first started on the Tonight Show. I have felt you every step along the way, rooting for me, taking pride in what we're doing together. When I, in the real world, when I get to meet you in airports or at the brunches or at the shows or just randomly on the street, you're always so kind to me. And I think about you every step of the way. I know that if you're not tuning in, I'm not getting to do what I love. And so thank you. And to the rest of the journey, I'll see you there.
Yeah. And how can people connect with you? Social media, website? What's the best way?
Grindr. No. You can find me at Hello Ross on all social media. And then that's good. And my podcast is called Straight Talk with Ross. And it is hilarious. We're going over 6 years now. We're going into our 7th year, nearly 400 episodes. The biggest people on there from Kristen Bell, RuPaul, Megan McCain, Rosie O'Donnell, and just LOLs with my dearest friends. So come check that out. And I think I've plugged enough.
Boys and girls, to order Ross Mathews limited edition autograph book, go to premiercollectibles.com/name drop. And to be a part of the live signing experience with more of your favorite authors, follow Premier Collectibles on Instagram or Facebook. Ross, from all your friends who've tuned in and from all of us at Premier, this has been a riot. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. You want to add one thing? I'm on the Drew Barrymore Show every day. So watch that too. But go to drewbarrymoreshow.com to find out where it airs in your neighborhood as well. I forgot to mention that. But thank you.
Yeah, Ross Mathews, people. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.